How much does it actually cost to start your own business for the first time? Basically, what we're gonna dive into is just some basics of starting up and getting your license, then some free tools and some paid tools on how to run your business with the accounting and the payment system and all that stuff. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about the cost of your products and what that will entail and what that could be as well. The first thing you're going to want to think about is your business license. Do you actually need a business license? Every province or every state, every country has different standards. Now there's always the under the table kind of thing, and people, you can do that, obviously like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, those things. It's not really a business. Some provinces at a certain income bracket per month, then it is considered a business. You can make maybe $2,000 a month. As long as you stay under that, it's not considered a business. You can just not worry about the license. Just some things to keep in mind. Look up the regulations in your area and make sure to determine depending on the type of income you make, do you actually need a business license in the first place? I almost forgot. The frustration of trying to find that specific government website telling you about the registration of a business license, how to do that in your state or province. Well, I've actually taken the hard work out of trying to find that really specific page that you can't seem to find, and I've linked them all down below the like button. It's a list of every state in the US and every province or territory in Canada. So you can check out your specific state or province and what the registration process is for a business license in your area. When you're submitting for a business license, you need to first apply for a business license name, and you need to have about 2 or 3 names ready to go in case the first one's taken, the second one's taken, or whatever. And then after you get the name, you're gonna need to apply for the business license, actually get the license number, all that stuff. Usually a business license in total will come to around $100 and some, depending on where you are and depending on a bunch of different factors, but it came to about $100 and some for me to get my business license, so just keep that in mind. Business license, $100-ish. The second thing you need to figure out is your business software. What are you gonna use for accounting? What are you gonna use for payments? What are you gonna use for receipts? All those things. Now, if you're not a techie person, you may just opt for the old shoebox. But honestly, I wanna make sure I'm a budget. I wanna make sure I can get as much free stuff as possible. So I use a software called Wave Accounting. Wave Accounting is an amazing software that allows you to do invoices, estimates, track your receipts, basic accounting, and take payments through your receipts. So you send an email to somebody, they can pay through the invoice, save their card for later. You can do reoccurring invoices. You can do all that for free. They just take a little percentage off each transaction. But that is the software that I personally use. Wave Accounting is one of the best. It's in Canada. You can use it in the US as well. It's very, very easy and it's completely free. So definitely check out Wave Accounting. I'll link it below. Not sponsored, not affiliated. I just love them. And then the second payment app that I use is Stripe. I have 2 different payment apps because Wave isn't as integrated into the web as Stripe is. Stripe allows you to put a nice payment form on your website. It allows you to connect it to Squarespace or WordPress or whatever. It even allows you to do invoicing through there as well. But I've found that between Stripe and Wave, it allows me to have the Wave allows me to do the accounting and the receipts and basic invoicing. Stripe can do invoicing, reoccurring invoicing, but also can do more integration with code and payments. I don't get that deep. I just like to have a slick payment form on my website, so that's what I use Stripe for. So between Wave Accounting and Stripe, those are the 2 payment apps, the business software apps that I use, and it works great. Then the third thing you need to think about is the cost of your product. What is your product? How much is it going to cost? What are the materials you need? Or if it's a service, what are the softwares you need? What are the type of training you need to have in order to get that, or whatever it is. For me, I chose to go into website design. I help people clarify their message on their website, in their social media, and their videos. So I've got a lot of hardware to do that, but I also have a lot of software that I've purchased. Try to stay away from monthly fees fees as much as possible. And the reason for that is you want to make sure your monthly expenses are super low in the beginning, because in the first couple of years, all that you need to be doing is making cash. You don't have to have a logo. You don't have to worry about the colors and all that stuff. Think about how you can maintain low monthly expenses and then reinvest that money back into your business and pay yourself so that your side hustle can grow into a business, or it could just be a really successful side hustle that's not just breaking even. Obviously, you got to buy those materials and make your product or sell your product in that way. You know, if you're making soap, you got to buy all the ingredients. For me, it cost several $1,000s for me to get set up, but that was fun money, saving that, you know, as I'm working full time and then doing this as a side hustle until I'm able to get it off the ground. In conclusion, we talked about the business license, which costs you only about $100. The cost of your business software is actually free. If you use Wave Accounting and Stripe, it does basically everything you need it to do. And the cost of your product. This can add any value to you as you're trying to think of growing a business or starting a business. Let me know and I will definitely respond to those comments. Like this video if you enjoy it. Make sure to consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. You're awesome.